Silence, poetry, and listening.
A Barbarian Lunatic production.
The yapping of angry voices has turned to clapping in my ears. Or I wish it was so, but often as not, it is not so. It is different from what I thought it was. And it has become something that I can no longer distinguish from myself. Because if we are all one, then what is the position of me doing what I'm doing, saying what I'm saying, feeling what I'm feeling, and praying as I am praying? My life is a method, or has become one, to free myself of the self that wanted to destroy myself. And the question arises whether or not I even have the right to question the reality of my own existence, simply due to the fact that I have ingested a psychotropic agent or smoked it or inhaled it. So it's really hard to do poetry if the world is desolate of it. For in order to speak and breathe and live poetry, one has to have it inside. It's a place in yourself where you look at the world and you say, nice. Real nice. And that is basically the only thing I ever really had to say. So, the rustling of leaves, the murmur of the wind, a door is being shut, and my breath smells of mint. I thought I was angry. I hated my life. Well, that's why I walk barefoot. 'Cause I think it's so nice. I talk with old people. I'm not sure I have friends, because the world still is hatred, and I make amends. People are drowning in fear, but despite their anger and moaning, I still feel alive, but only if I struggle up through the cold. The mountain is angry and turns to, but might be filled with gold. So I go where I go. I do what I like. And sometimes the liking just turns into spite. Because when I'm alone, Chris Webster feels really alone. So for some time I listened to what he is saying, or rather in which way he is praying. I think he prays to the gods to be who he was, to get back his strength and be his own boss. I think that's how he started, until people began to rule. I had no idea that this guy was so cruel. I mean, what is about to happen is nothing I could see. The truth is, I stopped fapping. My yapping never ceased. I worked hard to get here. I needed their help. So my way to repay them is wearing my pelt, a thick coat of fur, and love in my heart, and go to the people who have helped me to spark. They rubbed me. And it was anger from me and from me. They gave me something I never knew what. 'Cause the way they communicate seems a bit rough. Right, so where are we going? And when must we leave? Is there an end? And who's making these leaves fall from the trees? It's winter, my friend. It's knocking on doors. It's drawing you out, but you stay within. And hearts filled with doubt. If I keep on thinking about what I must do, I never do nothing and will never be true. What I need is longing. I'm longing for you. I'm fighting. The struggle is what makes me deserve you, quite possibly. Right? If I love someone and she loves me back, or he, then what is the message to just randomly have sex? The goal is to continue with those you love most. And that is the message we all must let go. But what I am feeling is that I'm alive because I have family. And that is real nice. Real nice. Real nice. So, if I were bluffing, then this would just end. The story I'm sending is, we must make amends. We have to do better, or things will get worse. If you feel you're lonely, then stop identifying with your purse. If it came to money, I'd be, probably, I don't know. Because if you live like Ramdas, or would, right, if you could, you would say, I have no money. But money is there. So what to do with it is the question. And my thoughts are laid bare. I'm here for the children of men, the children in men. And that's what I like. It's nice. Be a man, be a friend. You know, I'm not sure how to be this, for the world is so cold. You know, I must be a husband. And I need to grow old. Grow old for what? And also for who? I think I am lonely, but just never knew. In spirit, it's awesome. I connect with those friends that I have spent time with. They too make amends. They have to get better. They have to be strong. I cannot be father to Odin or Thor. They have to be wholesome. They struggle and fight. I am often not sure. You see, this is a point where I just want to break with the pros or whatever, and everything's pros. You know, am I allowed to walk through the city? As I say, it's like, just stay away from the city for some time, right? Just stay away from the city for some time. You know, sometimes people struggle. They struggle real tight. You know, I feel all this fear. It's so much better to speak like this, but it also makes no sense. And right, it's better to let go of your fists, to just walk in silence. You know, never clench those, right? Unless you're taking hold, right? People are growing old, so I fill them with spirit. I visit their homes. I still like to be lonely, to remember who's getting cold, right? I mean, cold feet, cold hands. People are staying at home. They forget what it's like to leave their own thrones that they have built for themselves in the night. The darkness is angry, and we still must fight. The fight is a battle that I think we need in order to better ourselves and to be freed. It's like an unrhymed rhyme from the greed, right? It's like from the greed, you know. It's like sometimes I eat chicken and sometimes I eat I drop souls somewhere, I'm not sure where. It's time to let it go. Let what go? We all know. I am not sure if I'm supposed to be a father. Then how should I let go of the one I have chosen? I think nothing makes sense. When I am at home, I feel I connect with someone, with something, with anything really. You see, I'm really not sure. I'm not sure about anything. I'm not sure about nothing. I'm not sure about the bluffing and the people. Right, it's like people try to draw me into their own homes. but I still have a family. The rest I must let go. I don't know, 'cause I once saw this woman. She made me feel home. I don't think she knew it, you know, it's hard to say. But the way she looked at me was like, what are you doing? Why don't you kiss me? Why don't you sleep with me? So she says, you know, if you want me, you have to be free from those lies that your parents need me. I think they need you. It's just a disguise. You're filling their home with nothing but lies. Well, that's a mean thing to say. What's a lie? No. I think people were filling their homes with nothing but lies. Since ancient times, people wear a disguise. It's called a suit of flesh, or it's called, you know, the meat suit, or maybe we can call it something else. But what I call this is an honest attempt to feel like I'm having a blast in the end. You know, so I go and visit the people I met. They still are here. I feel like we're friends. And it's like very, very strange. Sometimes I feel good, and then I must feel terrible. Because if there's too much good, you can never appreciate it anymore. So I go through hardship, through times of dis-ease. You know, the goal is to struggle and to never ever give in to the dis-ease and say, oh, I'm sick now. You know, I just take care of myself, all right? So I don't know who you are, but you're trying to look bad because you are afraid. But you ain't that bad, and I am not that bad either, right? I constantly am worried that someone comes around the corner of my worries. You know, ends where I am sound and safe. I'm sound and safe, and maybe, just maybe, it took me a while to get back here, to the place where I can sing. I fought with angry children, and it nearly did me in. But nobody would ever do that. Or so it appears. I'm still so afraid. You know, just think of Britney Spears. She shaved off her hair because this system is rape. It was trying to rape her. So she changed her shape. She just, for some time at least, took care of herself. Stop being a sex symbol. You know, and I still think these people are full of hate. You know, it's hard to say, but the way they communicate, just so full of hate. I just feel so angry. I think what it is, it's miscommunication. It's miscommunication. And that is flooding the nation. Right, like you see an artist and he drops an image trying to transform, and people just get angry and treat him with their scorn. Just look at porn. I mean, what is this? I mean, what are we trying to be? That's why I say, all I see is a bunch of pretenders and nothing else. Nothing else. So if I wear a hat, I'm retreating within. If I wear no hat, I'm without. And that's the thing. Do I want to show myself to you? Because if you are this angry, you know, I feel you're a brute. And I say, yeah. And so are you to me at times. But somewhere inside, I feel this angry child. Feel this thing that just wants to go wild. And everybody comes and says, stop now. You should stop now. Maybe it's time to relax. And I say, what do you mean relax? There's no time to chill. There's so much to do. Do I need to worry? Or is that really you? Are you worried? Because I still reach out. I send you a message and you start to shout. You seem to be real nervous. I see through your disguise. You try to be this. Just try to be less nervous. Right? I mean, why do I know? Why do I know how to do these things? I cannot tell you, but I feel like it's special. And maybe it's a special occasion. A special occasion for what? Maybe there's something I'm not getting. I really don't get anything. I really don't get anything. Now I'm walking through a boundary. Morphed in a genetic field, my ass. I can certainly separate myself. And now the silence is taking over for some time in my content. Please be aware that this is important to me as an individual and a human being. And if you never heard this, you will never know that I was never here to give you what you want, but to give you what you need. I said it in my music. A man has been free, but freedom is a challenge. To stay free, you must choose to give to some of those who suffer and bring them the good news. They feel it in thy presence. They know it in their bones. There's something about you. And I don't know, it's time, to get that grown. It's time to get that grown. It's a droning. It's a drone, my friend. A drone. Please let this never end. There's something that I wanted. There's something that I need. I had no idea where it is coming. Or what's the story of my greed? But if I walk here singing, then how bad could it be? It helps me through the fear that separates the you and the me. It's a little bit of heart space that we all need. It's a little bit of heart space. You know, that's heartwarming, because I have a big, big heart, and a lot of people can reside within the heart space. You know, that's what I need. Just more heart space. I think that's all we truly ever need. Ka-chum-bum.